All right, so we've written these blog posts. Now we need to tell people that we did it, right? So we need to tell the people that we already talked to, that have signed up for our blog emails, that we did it. And what I want them to think when they open this email is, ooh, I need to learn more about that. We are going to use email to tell our following about our blog posts. And we're going to use email and social media because people use different things, right? There's people who are all over Facebook 5 times a day, and then there's people who are never in Facebook, but check their email regularly. So we want to make sure that we catch everybody. And that's what these emails are for. The plan is to send these emails every 2 weeks underneath our recipe. However, if you want to, you can send them once a week, or you could send them once a month. It's all up to you and how your email list interacts with your content. I know that over the past 3 years, we have audited our email responses every year, and we have sent out 1 email per month with all of the articles that we've written in it. Then I realized this year, I thought, you know, when I was going through and doing my buyer personas again, I thought, my clients are so busy that half the time, if I sent them an email with 3 questions in it, they would only answer 1 and send it back to me and just ignore the first 2. It's like, it's just too much for them to focus on more than one thing at a time. So I thought, I am just doing myself a huge disservice by compiling this email with 10 emails on it and sending it out to them, because it's probably just overwhelming and they just don't care. So I'm going to stick to the point. I'm going to get right to the point, and I'm going to send them 1 email every time that I publish a blog post, which resulted in us sending them 15 emails a month, so they get 1 every other day. And I said, I'm going to commit to this for the first quarter of the year, and then I'm going to review my data and see how much I ticked people off. So the first thing that happened was some people unsubscribed, but that's okay, because I want to make sure that I'm only talking to people that really want to hear from me anyway. Then we went back after the first quarter, and I realized that the data is the same. I have the same amount of opens, I have the same amount of click-throughs from the sampling of my first 4 months of the year this year as I did from the whole year last year. So I look at it and I say, you know what? For my people, it doesn't really matter one way or the other. However, I still feel like, out of courtesy to them, I'm going to send them 1 at a time. And now we're actually sending out an email asking for their opinion of how they want to receive the emails, because we tried it one way, we tried it another way. Apparently it's no different, but I want to have the best response possible, right? Note here, this description area is usually the first or second paragraph of your blog post. So it's not like you have to rehash everything and retype. No, you can use information that's already in your blog. So let's practice writing up a blurb. I'm going to call it a blurb. Very technical term called blurb about your blog post that you just planned. So the first thing that I want you to do is, within this photo box, I want you to write down an idea of what picture would go well with this blog post that you're going to write. Because everybody likes pictures. These are my cuties. I like to add a caption underneath the picture. Now, if you're just using a stock photo, you might not need to have a caption. But since I'm using real kids, real buyers, because they're shopping online now, I would like to add a caption. And it doesn't have to be anything extremely intense. Just buyers look online before contacting. Just in case they don't read anything else, they're doing this. Note that this picture right here will link out to my blog post. So if they clicked it, it would take them out to my blog post. Another thing that would link out to my blog post is the title. This is the exact same title from my blog post. I don't have to change it here. I'm also going to have the date and the author. It is nice, especially if you have multiple authors blogging, to give them credit for their work on your emails. And then I'll write up the description. And the description comes from one of the first 2 paragraphs of your blog post. And then I have my read more link. The thought is that I want to have quite a few places linking out to my blog. So they can click on the title, they can click on the picture, there may be some words in the description that they can click on, and they can also click on read more. I don't think you can have too many clicks, or too many places to click. Best days for email opens are generally Tuesday and Wednesday between 8, 9, 10, and 11 a.m. So that's when people open up the emails. And the best days for people to click through the email are Thursday, Friday, and Tuesday. So reading those statements, what we understand is that we probably should not be sending our emails on Monday. But any other time during the day, or any other time during the week, in the morning, is a fine time. We actually have really good luck also on Saturdays sending emails. Now, Mondays are terrible, and we actually did send some emails and do some blog posts on Mondays to test it, and they were by far our worst days for opens, by far. Like, nobody opened them, and it made me very sad, and it made me want to send them again. So don't send them on Mondays. It didn't work for us.